All right, so the Pi Network's 2025 hackathon is in full swing. But let me tell you, the real story here isn't just about the competition. Nope, it's about a massive shift in power, one that puts the community right in the driver's seat of innovation. So let's break down what's really going on. But before we dive into all the nitty-gritty details, we've got to ask the one question that's at the heart of any digital currency. How does it get real-world value? See, it's not about speculation, it's all about utility. And building that utility? Well, that's exactly what this Pi Hackathon is designed to do. So to really get why this event is such a potential game changer, let's do a quick recap of what makes Pi Network different in the first place. At its core, Pi Network was designed to be accessible, It launched back in 2019 with this big idea: let anyone mine crypto right from their phone. This totally knocked down the barriers that kept most people out of the game. The end goal has always been to build a massive, engaged community that could drive widespread adoption. And that brings us right to the 2025 hackathon. We've just hit the halfway point, which is super exciting because it means we're getting our first real look at the projects being built on the platform. Okay, so here's the timeline. On September 19th, the team submitted their Midpoint updates, and now a showcase video has been released to the community, giving us all a peek behind the curtain. With the finish line set for October 15th, we are right in the thick of it. So, to give everyone a taste of the innovation that's happening, the PiPour team put out this showcase video. Now, this isn't about picking winners early or anything like that. It's really about highlighting some of the cool projects that are in the works and, sparking the community's imagination. And the core team is making one thing absolutely crystal clear. This showcase is for inspiration, not for judging. Being featured in it doesn't give any team an edge in the final rankings. It's simply about sharing the progress with everyone. But listen, that showcase video, that's only half the story. The biggest news is a brand new feature that lets the community not just watch, but actually get involved in a whole new way. For the very first time, pioneers, that's the users of the Pi Network, can now stake their Pi on the projects they support. Think of it like a vote of confidence. By committing some of your Pi, you're helping an app you believe in rise to the top so the rest of the community can see it. I mean, this is a huge shift in the community's role. You're going from being a passive audience to an active curator. You're not just watching the ecosystem grow anymore, you're actively helping decide which projects get the most attention. And this isn't just some gimmick. The whole point is to let the community itself surface the projects with real utility, to help discover those hidden gems, to support the developers, and ultimately, to boost the visibility of the most promising apps out there. Now, it's really important to remember, just like the showcase, this community ranking from staking is totally separate from the official hackathon judging. It's a discovery tool for users, not a scorecard for the judges. So you're probably wondering, how can I get in on this and start checking out these projects for myself? Well, it's actually super simple. It's incredibly straightforward. All you have to do is open up your Pi browser, head over to the Pi Apps section, tap on Mainnet Apps, and then just use the Hackathon 25 filter. From there, you'll see the full list of every project submitted, and you can start exploring and staking the ones that catch your eye. Okay, let's pull all this together for a second. The hackathon, the showcase, this new staking feature, these aren't just isolated events. They are all interconnected pieces of a much bigger strategy, one that's all about building the future of the Pi ecosystem. And this brings us full circle, right back to that first question we asked. The ultimate goal here is to build real, tangible utility. It's about creating apps that solve real problems or provide real entertainment and services. That's what's going to give Pi its long-term sustainable value. And I really love this quote from the team because it just nails the scope of the ambition here. This isn't just about building apps for the existing community. The whole idea is to create an ecosystem so useful that it pulls in people from the outside, people who might have never even heard of Pi before. So that leaves us with one last really exciting thought. With hundreds of developers building and an entire community now empowered to lift up the best ideas, the next breakthrough app for the Pi ecosystem could be just a few clicks away. The only question is, which one is it going to be?